Hello there and welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Ingani Titan. Last weekend Wargaming was running another ranked battles test and I decided for once to join in. So I joined in on the Saturday. I was going to join in on the Sunday, but however the internet was pretty bad. Not sure whether it was my ISP because the downloads and speed seemed to be fine and YouTube and other stuff like that seemed to work fine, but the connections to the Wargaming servers were really bad and very laggy. However, I did get quite a bit of play on the Saturday. I did my initial number of battles and I got placed on the Silver League. Got placed fairly high in the Silver League, so within a couple of battles I was actually on the Gold League, and I progressed up through the Gold League quite steadily until I hit with about 90 or 100 points of Platinum League, and at that point then I ran into difficulties in that I had 3 or 4 matches at least, maybe more, where I got significant negative points, irrespective of how I did. Even when I came first or did pretty well, I didn't do so well as to pull up the negative value imparted by the team. Overall though, I enjoyed it. I thought the format was actually quite interesting in the sense that it really drives home on a 7-side team that the importance of sticking with your teammates. If you go off on your own, you will die. Even if you go off on your own and you're not terribly far away from your teammates, you'll still die. It is very important, I think, to stick with your teammates, and it really brings it home to you. So it strikes me as that it might actually be a good format for teaching new players the importance of sticking with your teammates. Even if your teammates don't seem to be doing anything terribly sensible. You might not win the battle, but you'll actually do better and score more points than you would if you wander off on your own. So the particular game you're watching right now here on Cliff is probably the highlight of the night. It was the best game that I had and my best personal best performance, I think. The other thing I learned is that, because of the way the thing structures, you don't really have enough tanks to cover a lot of ground, and on Cliff in particular there was no point in going too far to the west, and I thought as the heavy tanks, the 1 or 2 times I tried the middle of the heavy tanks, you just got caught on your own because you didn't have the speed and you didn't have enough lights or mediums to cover you. IS-3s were really popular. IS-3s and Fatherlands in particular were very popular tanks on this game mode because it was tier 8 tanks. So what I thought I would do here is I'd follow the Type 59 in here and just drive through. Don't stop for anything. Just take as much damage as I can, drive through, get up onto the hill here so that I could split the attention of these guys coming down here on the one line. Now I've taken quite a pounding doing it. I did it before in 1 or 2 games where obviously I didn't take as much damage, but the Type 59 didn't come up, and I think whether that enabled me to get away with it or whether I think he'd have made it up, but he didn't. So we've done quite a bit of damage to that IS-3. And we get the opportunity to do some more because now they have to split their attention. So they're being attacked from the corner on the one line down below, and they're being attacked from me. Now I failed to track that guy, so and he's got in the back of me, but I just kind of wriggled the back of my tank. So by coming up into this position, I've turned what would be a straightforward corridor fight with all the tanks facing each other frontally into something with more complexity, and makes it more difficult for the guys in the low ground. The guy over the corner fighting, but he's now with his back to me, and he's the back of the IS-3 is very poorly armoured. I think something like 20mm of armour there in that panel that I put the shot through. And I have a medium tank supporting me now as well, so we have a heavy tank at the corner on the one line, we've 2 tanks up here, and we have a light tank spotting on the hill, so and most of the enemy heavies are down here. So they're coming up en masse, and we get rid of another one of them. So we're They're now, what, 2 tanks down? And they keep coming, so we can get rid of the second one. Now, I've backed up as far as I can. I don't want to go over the cliff. I want to stay on this high ground here. So that remaining IS-3 there up on top, if he comes up, he's between me and the medium tank. If he stays on the slope, he's going to be shot at by our heavy below, because he's exposing the engine deck. He's gone down now to engage the IS-3 at the corner, so now I can go and engage at the back of his tank against the engine deck, and our medium tank has come down to join into the fray as well. So that IS-3 is more or less finished. And that leaves 2 remaining enemy tanks. So one of them is a Type 54 lightweight that we haven't seen before, or at least I haven't certainly seen it before. And we do 426 points there, so we remove most of his health, and there's just tank destroyer remaining. So the tank destroyer turns up down near the enemy spawn area, base area, down on the 1 line again, which is kind of where I have expected him to be. He was either going to be there or the other side, just in front of the cap circle, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't approach the cliff edge, because I don't have the view range to see up into those locations. So that's it, we have a victory, and like I said, that was the highlight of my weekend, and I really enjoyed the Ranked Battles format. I certainly would do it again. I know that the description of the Ranked Battles format was saying that you were supposed to be facing players of your own league, but I actually doubt if that was happening, because it seems to me that the queue times are quite long, even with 7-a-side battles. So I suspect there was quite a mixture of players and a mixture of leagues in any particular battle. However, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you again soon.